It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Friday, December 23rd. I'm Michael Groff. Between storm systems today, another good shot at rain coming in here tomorrow, but the bigger story will be the windy conditions and much colder temperatures for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And then quite a bit of forecast uncertainty heads our direction for next week. Let's get out there and talk about it this morning. Mostly cloudy skies here in the valley. Still some low clouds hanging around. Those will be dissipating as we go through the morning hours. This was the view this morning at 5 a.m. No sunlight involved here, just the light of the city reflecting off the low clouds. Looks kind of cool. As we check outside right now here at 10:30 a.m., we're sitting at 57 degrees at Sky Harbor. Dew point at 54, humidity 88%. The winds are light. The barometer is steady. Temperatures across south central Arizona and around the metro area right now, mainly in the mid to upper 50s. On the satellite picture, yes, some low clouds here over central Arizona. The bigger action out to the west as a developing vigorous trough gets going, and that'll be a major player in our weather tomorrow. On the watch warning map, yes, that trough causing all sorts of winter weather conditions, wind advisories, winter storm warnings, blizzard warnings, avalanche warnings, anything you could imagine out here associated with winter weather for much of the west. Even still some dense fog advisories as well in portions of Southern California. And there was even some fog still lingering in the Las Vegas Valley this morning. All right, on the convective outlook, some thunder possible on the California coast and for places like Dallas, Tulsa, Little Rock, over toward Memphis today, but no organized areas of severe weather. So let's talk about this next storm system in more detail as we get out to the models and check it out. This is the GFS, the 12Z run, valid at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time today. There's that cold upper trough approaching us, but for now we are dry. I say dry, but we still have some clouds around today, and there is an outside shot at a light shower sometime, but I think most of that is off the table as mostly convergent flow and subsident air is in place over the state today. Highs this afternoon under partly sunny skies, mostly in the low to mid 60s. Tonight, clouds increase further, slight chance of rain after midnight, but again, not going to be much of any big threat, no widespread precipitation. Then tomorrow morning, that trough becomes much more vigorous as it approaches us. 130-knot jet winds up around 30,000 feet will rapidly deepen this system, causing it to go negative tilt. There's a surface low to the northwest of Las Vegas, rain over Southern California, Southern Nevada, and again, isolated showers here tomorrow morning. The big story will be the increasing winds, southeasterly to southerly winds, 10 to 20 miles per hour tomorrow morning here in the valley. Here's the high-res NAM at 5 a.m. And again, yes, isolated showers possible. This is the NAM at noon. The frontal band begins to approach us. That front will be over western Arizona by then. And the winds will start to veer toward the south and southwest and increase to 15 to 30 miles per hour here in the metro area. Wind gusts as strong as 40 miles per hour. The best chance for rain tomorrow should be between noon and 6 p.m. Now, the latest NAM is actually suggesting that this front is going to move through even faster. This is the NAM tomorrow at 4 p.m. And if this verifies, rain will be tapering off for most of us by then or shortly thereafter. But again, I think maybe not quite this fast. The NAM might be moving the system out just a little too quickly. This is the GFS at 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon and still showing some rain around here. Another threat tomorrow from around 1 to 4 p.m. will be the possibility of isolated thunderstorms with this front. Again, good mechanical dynamic forcing with this system and very cold air aloft. So you could expect an isolated thunderstorm or two is certainly possible with this. You could even see a little bit of small hail tomorrow afternoon in a few spots. Again, that's not a big threat, but something to watch out for as this comes through. The winds will be howling tomorrow afternoon in spots out in western Arizona and southeast California. They'll be gusting as high as 50 miles per hour. Around here in the valley, again, 40 mile per hour wind gusts can't be ruled out. Temperatures tomorrow will peak around 60 in the midday hours, but then by 5 p.m., look at these numbers, down into the upper 40s to low 50s and could even be cooler than this. The snow levels will crash. They'll go down to about 3,000 feet by tomorrow afternoon across the state. So that's another concern. I don't think we see any snow in the metro area or the surrounding valley, but won't be very far away. I would suspect that there's even some snow possible tomorrow in the Las Vegas Valley tomorrow evening. All right, Christmas Day, we're looking pretty good. This is 11 a.m. Christmas Day, mostly dry. I think we're mostly sunny here. If you want a white Christmas, head to northern Arizona, or if you really want the Christmas feel, Head to the Dakotas or Nebraska. It's a blizzard for places like Grand Forks, North Dakota, Bismarck, Minot, Rapid City, Pierre, South Dakota, and back toward portions of Montana, Wyoming, Cheyenne, or Glasgow, Montana. Certainly going to be under the gun for heavy snows and very windy conditions. Strong storms, a possibility for places like Oklahoma City, Dallas, Wichita, maybe Kansas City, as far north as Omaha on Christmas Day. We'll have high temps, very cool here in the valley. We'll only be in the low to middle 50s on Christmas Day. We spend much of the day actually in the 40s, and it'll be breezy, so it'll feel chilly. Monday, we start to recover. We start the day out in the 30s to low 40s, but we'll climb into the upper 50s and lower 60s. A piece of energy breaking away from the main flow. We see that continuing on Tuesday, but that's not going to affect us. We'll watch it, though, next week because there is a lot of model inconsistency regarding that. But Tuesday looks mostly sunny, high temps, low to mid-60s, mid-60s, maybe even upper 60s on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, a backdoor cold front tries to slide into the eastern part of the state and maybe a few showers in southern Arizona. But I'm going to keep the forecast dry for now. Just call it partly sunny, high temps, mid-60s to near 70. This is a week from today, Friday, December 30th. There's that cutoff low somewhere near the Southern California coast. And we will watch that system carefully. For now, going to stay dry, but there's a big question mark here. Certainly, forecast confidence is very low. High temps, mid to upper 60s, and again, they could certainly be lower than that. This is Saturday, December 31st, New Year's Eve, the last day of 2016. Very cold air over northeast Manitoba, and the Arctic Express is all set to roll. With cold air diving south of the central and eastern part of the country, some cooler air would be coming in here. High temps would be diving into the low 60s if this were right. And then this is the end of the forecast period. New Year's Day 2017, a split flow developing across North America. We are looking dry for now. High temps would be fairly seasonal, mid-60s to around 70. Temperatures off the GFS ensemble, these are highly suspect and highly subject to change for next week. But for now, the coldest day of the next 16 appears to be Christmas. And that's a look at the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Our next video by tomorrow morning. Thanks as always so much for watching, and have a great Friday.